Okay, you remember yesterday we talked about Taoism?
Yeah.
And the founder of Taoism seemed to be Lao Tzu, huh?
Yes.
Okay. In Vietnam, we also say Đạo Lao. That means Laoism. Laoism is the equivalent of Taoism, okay? I told you after Lao Tzu died, they called himself Laoism, no? And Christ died, they call himself Christian, huh? Mohammedan, Buddhist, yeah, you know already by now. All right. Okay. So today, I'll tell you a little story about Lao Tzu, since you want to know why. Why is he an old man and then become a young boy and all that? This is the thing with the enlightened person, you know? They can be anywhere, anytime. They don't have to be old yet to become a master. Huh? According to legend of China, Lao Tzu, the name Lao Tzu means old kid. Also mean old man, eh? Like Kung Fu Tzu, yeah? Mean old teacher. Kung Fu Tzu mean a master Kung. Huh? Legend had it that he was in his mother womb for like 70 years. And then he's born. Yeah. That's why they call him Lao Tzu, you know, oh baby. Okay, so these two words is the same. Either Tzu as a teacher or Tzu as a kid, you know, a child. So maybe because he's so old and he's still a kid, so they call him Lao Tzu, mean old kid. Huh? Okay, I guess. Now, the legend had it that he was staying in his mother womb for 70 years plus and then come out, okay? That probably explains why yesterday, remember the guy met Lao Tzu as an old man that came to his town, remember? And then he said, oh, later, so and so years, you come back to such and such town and you find a blue ox. And then once he found the blue ox, what did he find also?
Young.
A little kid. Yeah, a young master, remember? He said, my young master loved this blue ox very much. That young master is just kid, but because he's working for that family, so they call him also master, eh? Yeah. So I'm not the only master, so don't worry about it, okay? The name doesn't matter, the name. All right, so now, maybe even before he was born, he was already a master. I go in there just for the purpose of teaching his first disciple. Yeah, and then he disappeared. Yeah, he just appeared to go there for a while to teach him. Meanwhile, he was still in the celestial realm. He has not come down to reincarnate yet. You see what I mean? That's why he says, and so year, and you go to Sichuan and look for a blue ox. And because he would know at that time he will be reincarnated again. See what I mean? Or maybe at that time he is already old, yeah? And he taught his only and first disciple. And then he left the physical world, and then he knew at what time, what day he will be reborn again, and where. So he told his disciple, go there, you meet me again. Yeah. But when he came there, he saw a little kid. But then a little kid transformed into an old man. Perhaps that's why they call him Lao Tzu. Yeah, a little old kid. Because his name actually is Li you know? 那个儿就是儿子的儿哈，小鹅的鹅哈，耳朵，哎呦，不怎么好听。大概他修观音法门，所以要强调那个耳朵吧。Okay, so his name is Li and the sometimes is sound like little baby also, or a child. But I asked them whether that character is written as a child or as a ear. So they say it's an ear. 耳朵, yeah, mean your ear, yeah, and 女儿 mean little kid, yeah, or my child, my daughter. Mean child, yeah. So they say it's written as an ear. I said, oh my God, it's not very nice name. But I say, I guess maybe because he practiced Guanyin method, so they mention the ears for the sound, you know. Maybe it's destined to learn or to teach Guanyin method, so his name is already earmarked like that. So that we don't mistake, okay? So people don't mistake at that time. So his name is Lao Tzu, you know, perhaps because of that event, yeah? Maybe because of that transformation in his house when his first disciple came, yeah? Suddenly he transformed himself into an old man. I don't think it is physical, yeah? I think it is more metaphysical, yeah. Perhaps his disciple, as well as other people around, can also see it at the same time. So they witnessed it, and so they changed his name, become a little old kid. Yes, I guess that's what it is. They think that he has been in his mother womb all this time, for 70 years, and now he just came out. Because otherwise, how would Wen Shi have known this man long ago when he was 70 years old? You see what I mean? Yeah. Or 60-something at that time. So they put 2 and 2 and they make it 4. But this 2 and that 2 doesn't make 4. And never mind. I mean, the worldly people, they can never explain this, yes? So they would just say that he has been in his mother womb all this time. And then he manifests himself into the old man over there and teach this guy, and then come back to his mother womb and stay in there, and then just come out recently, something like that. That's why the legends say that he stayed in his mother womb for 70-some years. Okay, that's that. That's explain his name. And that explained also yesterday the story why the disciple came and then the old man became the little kid, and then the little kid transformed again into an old man, etc., etc. Oh, they're really confusing us. Never mind, it's just a story. It's just a bedtime story. It's okay. Yeah. Now, here the story say that Lao Tzu originally named was Li Er. Yes. The legend say that on the night he was conceived, his mother saw an infant wrapped up by the sun, the moon, and the clouds. On the morning of his birth, 3 suns rose from the east, and after his suckle, magic water came out of the mouths of 9 dragons. Don't ask me. And don't look at me. I am wondering just like you. I'm wondering, what is it all about?
That's one impressive baby.
Very impressive. Just like the Buddha, you know, when he was born, there's 7 lotus, you know, bloom under his feet, and he walk on it.
Wow.
Yeah. No need midwife, nothing. He come out by himself, and he walks here. That's also impressive baby. We have some impressive baby in the East, and we didn't hear such thing in the West, huh? Okay. Even in the West, if people have such story, they would not write it. You know, they think, just nonsense, no such thing. The Eastern people, they, you know, more diligent. They write out whatever happened, huh? And you believe it or not is your problem. Why not, hey? Yeah, you just tell the truth. People believe or not believe, doesn't matter, right? Water came out of the mouths of 9 dragons. Oh, I don't know that 9 dragons, where it is, but the 3 suns rose from the east. It's similar to Jesus Christ's birth, eh? The bright star that appeared from the east, right? Also from the east. Yeah, everything from the east. And then have led 3 wise men all the way to the mango where Jesus was to pay homage to him and offer something for comfort for the Son of God. And similar here, the 3 suns rose from the east, and after his suckle, magic came out of the mouth of 9 dragons. Probably there were 9 dragons, a statue or some sort at the time, or there was a river called 9 dragons. Yeah, and perhaps there were 9 dragons in that river, so they call it 9 dragons. Or maybe it resembles 9 dragons, you know? Yeah. And people believe in the East that dragons are the one who make water, who make rain and all that. So this is just maybe symbolic talk, huh? Or maybe someone who has practiced as spiritual and saw something happening like that. Yes. The three suns rose from the east. This you have to take it with a pinch of candy. You understand me? Now, what they probably meant was that someone is meditating, yeah, and saw the sun. You know, just like when you meditate, you saw the sun inside. And these are 3 suns or 4 suns or sometimes even 1,000 suns, yeah, the brightness of it, like that. Probably when he's born, the whole earth is very happy, the universe celebrates, you know? So some practitioner take this energy and also see something, you know, like 3 suns from the east or 9 dragons with plenty of water. That means very abundance, you know, so the people. Because in the old time, people relying on rains and river water, much of the time relying on rain. Eh? And then, so if people see something like the water come out of the 9 dragons, yes, or the sunrise, something like that, this is a very auspicious omen. Yeah, the water come out of the 9 dragons' mouth, then that means they have a lot of water. They're going to have a lot of harvest, good harvest. Yeah, okay. It's a symbol of good luck. Ah, all right. Okay, continue with Leo's life. Leo was a very exceptional child. He's not normal. At 3, his body radiated a golden glow, you know, the aura, golden aura, already at 3 years old. At 5, he gazed at the sun and smiled and looked at the moon and sighed. Probably he was a solarian and moonarian, yeah, trying to get the energy from the sun to sustain himself more than ordinary mean of food, you know, the extra. At 7, he learned to swallow the rays of the sun, the moon, and the stars. He swallowed them. He eat them? No, but perhaps he has learned the art of taking prana from natural phenomena, yeah, from natural bodies in the celestial realm, in the firmament, yes. Just like nowadays, some people live from the sun, yeah, sun rays, and from everything that they take in, you know. We saw on TV the man who eat only sun, who live from the sun, yeah, and he drink just a little water every day, remember? And this is a true story, you know, like in the Yogananda biography, he also recounts many people who doesn't eat normal food, but live from air or sun, or what they call prana, you know, the chi. In Chinese they call it chi. The chi is everywhere, from the ground you walk to the air around you, from the trees, forest. Yeah, especially in the forest and mountain, the chi are purer than normal here. Yeah. There was one person, a woman from the West, I mean the Occidental people, and she also tried to live on air like that. And she said whenever she's up in the mountain or somewhere like remote area, she can sustain the non-eating state, yeah, long time, longer. But whenever she went down back into the city, she cannot hold it very well. Perhaps the air, the chi, you know, in the atmosphere in the mountain and the forest is more conducive for some people. Yeah, some people they can just live anywhere and also live on air as well. Yogananda, he has told us the story of Teresa Neumann in Germany. Yes, that has been proven even by doctors. That she never ate. She just swallowed a piece of wafer thin, you know, like paper. Like piece of paper, like, you know, those, they're consecrated. In the church, they give you waffle cake, very thin, like paper. Like a piece of this paper, yeah. And she swallowed that every day as a ritual of a nun, you know? That's it. And nothing else. And she lived like that until she is gone. I myself, I told you already that I knew also one nun in Taiwan. She lived until 60-something, and she has never eaten anything since a long time, many, many years. Maybe since her 30 or something. Yes. Since she became a nun, and then she just don't eat. But she drinks a little bit of water that consecrated by the compassion mantra. That is supposed to be the mantra from Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. Yeah. So every day they do this ritual, you know, like in the church you get up and you pray and sing song, yeah, praising God. So Buddhist temple also in the morning you wake up, you sing the sutra and the mantra and the old text, yeah, and then consecrate the water by that, bless the water by that, and then she drink a little bit like that every day. She really doesn't eat anything. So this thing happened, hey? Yeah. So perhaps Lao Tzu, when he was young, he already began to learn the art of solarian, breatharian, manarian, you know, waterian, whatever, yeah. So in case you don't have any food, don't panic. Just remember you have the source of all sustenance within you. Just call on to that force to sustain you. That's it. Really simple. And continue your Kuan Yin practice. In that case, we save a lot of more time. Also, what's wrong with it? You know, I mean, don't have to panic, right? No need to wash dishes, no need to go shopping, nothing. So don't panic, okay? Don't worry about food shortage. Don't worry about water shortage. Don't worry even about the end of the world. We are doing things like informing people, vegetarian, all that, all because of compassion, yeah? Or because we want people to awaken within themselves their own noble nature, their own compassion, and their own loving great self again. That's all, okay? So don't worry about dying or have no food. If you have no food, you pray, okay? To the inner divine self, which provides things for everything on earth and all the universe, yeah? The air also provided by that source. Yeah, the water also manifested by that source. We also are manifested by that loving source, which we have within ourselves, the source of all life. So we don't worry about that, okay? If we have food, we eat. If we don't have, then we don't eat. Have a simple philosophy. And if we don't have water, same philosophy, okay? Don't drink. But as we work harder, like the way you do, yes, you go out and distribute flyer and all that, then we will have more food, more water, plenty, don't worry, okay? And if not, then I told you already. Don't say that I did not tell you, huh? The source of food, the source of sustenance, the source of life is within you. Call on that source anytime you need, okay? Understand? Don't worry about anything at all. We don't need to worry about what choice we should make, right? Very simple, straightforward, right in front of your nose. I told you in the beginning already, since the time I met you, that life is very dangerous. It ends always deadly. There is such a game like that, nah? Okay? Some people, they go do some very dangerous game, you know? Like jumping with parachute from the cliff, and 6 people, but only 5 parachute. And the other one have no parachute. So they risk their lives just to see who die. Can you believe that? Oh, why there's such a sport like that? They just want to show their macho. Why so hurry like that? At the end, we die anyway, huh? No need jumping rope, no? You know that sport, right? Some place it exists, yeah. Well, a secret, but I'm telling only you. No, I read it on newspapers. Some people are bored, so bored. They have to go out and find something exciting and suspense to do, you know? Because they know, all of them know, that one of the bag has no parachute in it. So when you open it, you just fall down. You know what I mean? And other 5 will have a parachute. One of the bag is just no parachute. It just look like, but there's nothing in it. So you pick your choice. It's your problem, you know. You don't have to. And they sign the name. Okay, I'm willing to die in case. Something like that. Huh? Oh, look at her face. It's not you. Why worry? I hope you don't choose that. Yes. Well, some people choose to die like that. Some people choose to die in different way.
Trying until these 10 come.
Who turn?
Well, these 5 people tried.
No. It's not that. They all jump together at one time.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and they take whatever assigned to them. And the person assigned also doesn't know which one. You know, this is kind of a lotto, gambling with your own life. Some people like it like that. Maybe they bet with each other, or maybe they just want to die. They don't have excuse, so I do that just in case they die naturally. It's easy. Well, people have their choice, okay? Now, we go back to the Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu. He's not ever interested in becoming an official in the court of the king. He doesn't want to really work for the government. So he went to the library to work as the librarian. There he can read a lot of ancient texts and study the Tao, the Dharma, yes. You must know only the Imperial Library have it. Imperial Library, they have all kind of books, rare books, yeah? Old textbook from maybe different scriptures from the old time, a rare collection, yes. So if he works there, he had access to all these rare texts and he can study to his heart content. If he's a poor man, he could never afford so many books. You know, he cannot buy all that himself. Even if he has money, he cannot buy all that. Yeah, the king has priority, you see, put in a library like that. And you must know in those times, to have a book is something of the great possession, because they don't use machine like nowadays to print text. They carve alphabet, they carve words into stone tablets or wood, yeah? And so they do it one by one like this. So the process of printing is very laborious. And if you want the book, I guess you have to wait for a long time, yeah. Therefore, if you can have access to the Imperial Library, that is very lucky and it's wonderful. So he loved to study those anyway. So he worked there. At that time, the lord of that area is Liu An, yeah, and he has a palace, of course. And one day, 8 old men, went to this palace and asked for an audience with this lord, the prince. Maybe one of the prince. You know, prince, but it's like a lord of the region, you know? It's not like prince in the palace, son of the king. It's not necessary like that. When you're also aristocrat, you can also be called prince, and then you own your estate somewhere, like in a castle and something like that. So the 8 men, very old men, appear in front of this castle and ask for an audience with the prince, Liu An. The guards at the castle look at them with this kind of eyes, you know, maybe half eyes, only one eye. I don't know how, but it seems like not a very normal eyes here, you know, as the way it's written, and said to them, "You want to see our Lord, huh? You better have something to offer him, do you?" So they say, what is your Lord desire? So they say, okay, there are 3 things that our Lord, you know, they call him, is very interested in. The first thing that he liked to learn the art of longevity. The second thing is he wants to meet the scholars of extraordinary status, yeah, scholars, well-learned scholars. The third, he would like to recruit retainers who are experts in the martial arts. I mean those kung fu master, eh? All right. You are all old and weak. And I told you they look with different eyes, didn't I? You are old and weak. What can you offer to our Lord that you come here bothering us? When the 8 old men heard this challenge, they laughed, and they said, "We have heard that the Prince, the Prince of Wainan is a generous man and does not judge people by appearances. However, if you think that your master will only receive those who are young and able, then we will be glad to oblige him also." Yeah. Oh, the hidden muscle somewhere, huh? Immediately, the 8 old men transformed themselves into handsome, strong, tall youths. Wow, I'd like to see that happen one day in front of my eyes. Remember the joke I told you? A little naughty joke? No? In a church, the pastor said to his congregation that today the church especially needs extra money. If anybody who give like $3,000 into the plate can choose 3 hymns for that day. So the old woman right in front gives $3,000. And then the pastor asked her to come up and say, "Okay, now you can choose 3 hymns." And he said, "I want him, and I want him." The 3 handsome hymn. Okay. She should have come and learned with this amen. Okay. Oh, immediately the guards knelt on the floor, begged for forgiveness, and ran to inform their master at once that their 8 immortals had arrived at their gate. Yeah. Liu An quickly went out and to welcome the visitors, and who by then had transformed back into old men already. Old men, aren't they busy? Huh? Why don't just keep one form, huh? And transform back and forth, confusing us. All right. The prince also knelt down on the floor, bowed to the men, and said to them, "It is an honor for me to receive such distinguished guests." So that night, Liu An prepared a big feast to honor the 8 Taoists. During the dinner, one of the old men stood up and said to the prince, "We see that you are sincere in your pursuit of the Tao. Each of us has a specialty that he can teach you. One of us can command the elements, make rain and change the course of rivers. Another can move mountains, tame wild beasts, and summon spirits and ghosts. Phew. Are you interested? No? Me neither. Nowadays we just use the cat, the bobcat, right? The crane. Simple move mountain. Another can hide the movement of armies and make them appear at different places at the same time. Interested? Nah, we don't want war anyway. Another cannot be harmed by fire, water, or weapons. Another can create and craft anything he wants. Animals, plants, or inanimate objects. Another still can see impending disasters and is skilled in the arts of longevity and immortality. Wow. Interested? No? Okay. Good boy. Good girl. Another can transform dirt into gold and lead into silver. Oh, that's interesting. If I had no one like that who could tell him transform this place into a bigger place, Or transform all this pepper into gold, and then we can buy a bigger place. Yeah, then all of you can stay forever. Every day just transform in pepper and go out shopping. We don't need to work anymore, right? We use the pepper to buy tickets and send you all over the place to inform people about vegetarian diet, then come back in no time. I need somebody who also can manifest aeroplane. Or UFO. We come and go, eh? Okay. Another still can fly in the sky and tunnel beneath the earth. This is typical of those magical power at that time. Yes. They talk about flying in the sky and tunnel under the earth. They love those stuff. Yeah. Of these skills, which one would you like to learn? Your Highness. So Liu An, the prince, replied to them, all I wish is to be able to predict catastrophe and live a happy and long life. Oh, he didn't want much, huh? What would you like to learn? You say all of them, right? How can you learn them all? Even 8 of them, each one only can master one kind of art, and not all of them. You know why? Take a long time to learn those things. I just go out, pay a few $100, and then get the bobcat and the crane, and then they do it fast. All this you take long time to learn. You understand? Years and years of practice. And have to continue all the time, otherwise you forget. You lost the power. So Liu An spent 9 years. I told you. Liu An the prince spent 9 years learning from the old man and eventually succeeded in making the pill of immortality. Where is he now? You see what I mean? Immortality, I guess, is not physical, hey? Yes. And all the things that they were talking about here, I guess, is also not physical either, yeah? It's just like when we meditate, we feel like we fly in the air. Yeah, we do fly. And some of you went visit other planets and come back tell me a lot of stuff. Or some feel like you went into the earth or went to hell, even visit somebody, your friend or whatever there, and came back, yeah? So, and some also can move mountain and move the rivers and all that stuff. These things do happen without you even doing anything. If you're a practitioner in the time of need, any miracle can happen to protect you or to help you in a special situation, huh? When you need it, when you truly need it. All right, so he succeeded in making the pill of immortality. I guess that means that he have transcended life and death. Yeah, he has learned the art of meditation, and he became enlightened already, yeah? He will not be reborn again with the karmic burden. All right, so, however, on the day that he completed his apprenticeship, his son was killed accidentally by one of the emperor's secretary during a sword fighting practice session. Oh, God. This is terrible. Fearing that the lord of Huainan, mean the prince, would sentence him to death, the secretary told the emperor that Liu An was plotting a rebellion. So, the lord of Huainan is Liu An. Yeah, the prince of that region as Liu An. But his secretary killed his son by accident, and the secretary worried that Liu An would kill him. So he went to tell, of course, the emperor of the country that Liu An is plotting some coup d'etat. Yeah. Instead, so that the emperor will go and capture Liu An and family instead, so Liu An cannot kill him. You see? Oh, terrible, man. That evening, the emperor issued an order to arrest Liu An, of course. And the old man said to the prince, "You should leave the palace immediately before the emperor sent some guard to capture him." The old man already knew it. Yes. So he said, "This is a warning from heaven. If you tarry, you will be captured and executed." Liu An heeded the advice of his teacher immediately. Good boy, good boy. He didn't know why yet. You see what I mean? And the old man doesn't say nothing much. Just say, if you stay here, you will be captured and killed. Being a good disciple, he did not need explanation. Good disciple don't need explanation. They just listen to their master, period, right? Whatever the master say, they know is correct. So he did not ask further. He immediately listened to his master and escaped. So he went to his laboratory, took a pill from the cauldron, the immortality pill, and swallowed it. Yeah. So in his hurry to leave the palace, he knocked the cauldron onto his side and scattered the remaining little pills all over the floor. Before the pills could be picked up by the servants, they were eaten by the cats and the dogs in the household. So you know what it's like, huh? Cat dog became enlightened, huh? So when the emperor's soldiers arrived at Liu An's palace, he was nowhere to be found. The officer questioned the townspeople, and they told him, "Oh, we saw the Lord of Huainan," mean the Prince Liu An, "floating up in the sky with cats and dogs flying with him together behind him." It's a very funny story. Yeah, that is the end of the story. So now, do you think that Liu An really did cook up some potion in his kitchen? For Supreme Master television show or something? So, what means by he came and took a pill in the cauldron, you know? Remember, they say that at that time he already succeeded in cooking, making a pill of immortality. So what does that mean that he go and took some pill from the pot? What does it mean? Mean he really took some pill? He meditated. Oh, okay. And then he escaped, huh? Probably escaped somewhere. But because he meditated, and during the meditation times, perhaps people see his transformation body fly up in the sky, you know? But at that time, he probably was somewhere else already meditating, yeah? And of course, his dogs and cats, if they're with him, they probably also flying all over the place, yeah? And people see that and they think, oh, they all fly up in the sky. And not necessarily they see that, but the people who meditate, you see? Maybe his fellow practitioners, yeah, saw him that. And in the town where the immortal have come, probably they teach more than just the prince. You see, the prince would have let other people come and learn also, yeah? So the whole town probably, mostly are practitioners. If something the prince learned, he would have shared it with others when it's such a good thing like that. You see what I mean? And he has the power, you see? He's the chief of the town. So, of course, he let everybody come. And, okay, come here and learn and get initiation and practice together. And Liu An probably was the one who got the highest enlightenment first, or the complete enlightenment first, yeah? So at that time they say, oh, he has cooked up the pill already. In the old time they have to talk like that. You know, you cannot talk about enlightenment, the Tao, and oh, that you get your head chopped off. Yeah, you know that, right? Even nowadays, we still have to be careful where we say it, and it depends on which country. We cannot even say things openly. You know that, right? So you see, even when you practice the Kuan method or meditation like this, if you are highly developed spiritually, your cat, your dogs also get elevated. Huh? It's true like that. It's true like that, yeah. Okay, so even 5 or 9 generation of yours also get helped. Yeah, your dogs, your cats also. Whoever you love, yeah, will be also elevated accordingly, according to your standard. If you are high, they are also high. If you're low, they are also low. Oh, too bad. It's fair, no? All right, good story, huh? All right, good. That's it. Are you happy now?